welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andio.
And we are back for some more action. This is going to be for UFC Noche number 3, also known as UFC Fight Night 259. It's going to be Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva. This is a fight that's going to be taking place at the Frostbank Center over in San Antonio, Texas. And we're going to talk about our early predictions and breakdowns for the prelims. Quick recap last week. Andio, I carried the channel. My back is hurting. I went 10-3 in the predictions. Andio, a respectable 8-5 in the predictions. Some notable wins that we had. I made a good profit on the betting. Notable wins was the brother ticket, Umar C. knockout submission with William Gomis by knockout or decision. And a couple other good ones were the two dog plays, Benoit Saint-Denis hitting, of course, and of course, Nasruddin Imavov by knockout or decision. So those are some good dog plays. We made some money. It was great. What did you think?
Yeah, I had a profit also, not bad. And the violence play hit, of course, should have been a bigger call there because we had a ton of violence last week.
Oh, it was a great card last week. All right. So we did good, and hey, man, let's get it again this week. So we're going to talk about the first fight of the prelims. We got Rodrigo Sensinando against Daniil Donchenko. Then we got Alice Pereira against Montserrat Rendon, Alessandro Costa and Alden Correa. Zach Reese against that bum of Cedricus Dumas. Jesus Aguilar against Luis Gurul. Tatiana Suarez against Amanda Lemos, Claudio Puelles against Joaquim Silva, and the main event of the prelims, Jose Medina against Dusko Todorovic. So we'll start off with the first fight, the ladies. Actually, no, not the men going at it here. Daniil Donchenko versus Rodrigo Senzinado. Who you got in this one?
And I don't know if we're quite there yet, but give it some time, I guess. Yeah, so here, this is the second time this fight has been booked. It's actually the Ultimate Fighter finale. And a bit about Rodrigo Senzato here. He's not as good of a striker. He's a little wild, but he does have power. But he is the better grappler here, I think. With his grappling, it's pretty good. He has reversals, transitions, and he's heavy with the top pressure. That's somewhere I wouldn't want to be if I were Daniil Donchenko here. What he brings is that he's a better striker overall, that's for sure. I think he has power as well, and he's really great in tight. He can mash you up if he gets in there. Defensively, I think he can keep it on the feet here, and with that being said, I think him being better on the feet can get him the win here. He has a lot of finishes. He has 7 out of his fights are knockouts. That's pretty good for 11 wins. I like that percentage. I think that's going to happen, or if not, a decision for Donchenko.
All right, so who you got winning here?
Donchenko.
Nice. Okay, all this hype on the other guy. I thought you were going for him. All right.
Got to give me the info about the other guy a little bit, man.
All right, so Sensinando's, this is a guy whose fighting style is built on relentless aggression. He lets it all out there. He's very exciting to watch, but it could also be his downfall because he comes out there a little bit too aggressive. He gets countered a lot, leaves his head open a lot. He's at his best when he remains patient. He throws a lot of wild shots, doesn't really utilize feints to close distance. He has a powerful right hand. But the guy is just a little too wild with his punches and not very accurate. Daniil Donchenko, his fighting style is to put a lot of damage, okay? He goes out there, all of his fights, every time it's blood, it's elbows, it's knees, it's knockouts. He goes out there and wants to put a lot of damage on his opponents and get finishes. He's got knockout power. He's got submissions. He's very, very dangerous. As you can see, 7 knockouts out of his 11 wins, 2 subs. And Rodrigo Sensinado, he's got 4 knockouts, 2 submissions, 1 decision, and one other no contest or something. He's not as powerful, I find, as Daniil Donchenko. He's also going to have to go down in weight. I believe this fight is happening at a different weight class. Let me just double check that there. It's going to be at, is it at welterweight, I think. I think it's at, lightweight. So this guy's going to have to go down in weight there. You see he's 185. Daniil's at 155. So he's going to have to go down in weight. We'll see how he looks on the scales, but that could also make him a little less good when
I don't think that's an average fight weight for Senzinato looking back. I think that's like the very highest weight he's ever fought at.
Yeah,
But
I just know that he has to go down in weight though for this fight. So I think that because you can see here that Daniil's lightweight, he's middleweight. He's going to have to go down in weight here for this one. I think he's going to maybe we'll see how he looks on the scales, but it might be to his detriment. I got Daniil Danchenko as well to win this one here. I say he wins by finish, knockout or submission. That's what he likes to do. Go out there and put on a beating. So we're in agreement with the Ukrainian Daniil Danchenko. Let's move on up to the next fight. The ladies going at it. See, that's why I thought the ladies were first for some reason. We got Alice Pereira, Golden Girl against Montserrat Rendon. For this one here, man, I have to go with Alice Pereira, the Golden Girl. Montserrat Rendon is old. You can see here she's 36 years old. She's got a fighting style that's basically, she's got good ground game and some punching power. She trains extensively in jiu-jitsu. She's known as a grappler and BJJ specialist. She's been a 12-time national BJJ champion. She's got some striking, but her striking is not really good. She's got a right hand and a jab, but her overall striking is lacking in depth, and she relies on volume rather than good striking. Alice Pereira is going to be way better as a striker, and Rendon has to get this fight to the ground in order to use her grappling. Now, Alice Pereira, she's very young. She's 19 years old, but she's a knockout artist. She's been knocking out everyone in the lower level promotions of NISA not NISA, sorry, my bad. She's in the lower level promotions of
the street.
Yeah, some
the park.
Well, Cage Masters was the last one she was in, and then there was a lot of demo fight and a lot of other various lower level promotions. But she's been knocking out people, as you can see in her 6 wins. She's got 4 knockouts, and she has a submission there. She's very dynamic and exciting. Very good striking, very good punches, strong jabs, strong hooks. And they nicknamed her the Golden Girl because she's a very powerful striker at only 19 years old. So she's got lots of knockouts, and I think that this is where she's going to be able to beat Montserrat Rendon. Just fend off a couple of takedowns and beat her up. She's also going to be 2 inches taller as well at 5'10". I know this one says 5'8" and 5'8", but she's actually 5'10". And give me Golden Girl to win by knockout or decision here.
I don't know how you can be so confident in Alice Pereira.
Oh yeah, Montserrat Rendon sucks. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah, that's possible. Was Montserrat Rendon called something else before? Like, did it used to be Montserrat Rendon, then she was called something else in her last name, and now it's back to Montserrat Rendon?
No, I think you're thinking of another fighter that has Montserrat in it, though. I think there's another fighter that you're thinking about.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Rendon here. Look, she has UFC experience. That's the thing. There's nothing really that good to say about her. Yeah, she is kind of poor, but she does have volume. Bad striking, but volume. That could be something new for Pereira to contend with. And I don't think her striking defense is that bad either. So that's another kind of thing to watch out for against someone like Alice Pereira here. Except with the kicks, I don't know. Sometimes she can leave herself open for kicks. She tends to wave her arm around and grab kicks in order to get the takedown. I think it would be better if she just went for those takedowns and put a real test on Alice Pereira's ground game, if she has any. I guess you can say that Alice Pereira has shown that she can knock girls out, but she has faced insanely poor opposition. Okay? And not only that, a couple of her fights are flagged by Topology for legitimacy issues, okay? And that was when she beat a 1-6 girl, which may not even, who knows why, right? And another one a couple of fights later when she ground and pounded out a girl in 11 seconds. That fight was also flagged for some reason. How legitimate is that, you know? And then she went on, though, to win against another girl, Carla Lacerda, who was 2-0. First time she was taking a decision was her last fight against a 12-8 girl. I don't know, bro. You got to look at the youth a little, too, sure. Maybe the UFC really sees something in the Golden Girl here, because this is going to be the youngest ever woman making UFC, making her debut ever in the UFC. Maybe that's a clue also here. This is definitely a dog or pass fight. You know what? I'm just gonna go with. I am gonna go with Alice Pereira for the absolute no confidence pick, because we've seen a lot of Montserrat Rendon and she hasn't looked good at all.
Oh, look, she's absolutely trash. As you can see,
Yeah.
she's got no finishing ability. She wins by a split decision over Tamiris Vidal in her UFC debut, and then she lost to Daria Zeleznikova, who's absolutely trash herself. If you're losing if you're losing to Daria Zeleznikova, you're not good. So that's
Yeah, but the thing is, Montserrat probably could have beaten these girls as well, and have a record just as good if she fought girls like that. But yeah, look, the pick is going to be Alice Pereira. I'm going to call her by a decision or knockout based on what she's doing, knocking girls out.
There you go, man. So we're in agreement with the first two fights.
No confidence though.
I'm actually confident in this one because I seen how good she looks. I actually watched a couple of her fights of Alice Pereira. She looks a lot faster and better than Montserrat. All right, moving on up to the next fight here. We spent a little too much time on those girls. Okay, we got Alessandro Costa and Alden Correa. Who do you got here, Andy O?
Okay, here Alessandro Costa, I want to say, is coming off a long layoff here. When it comes to the grappling, I think he's good at that. He also loves the armbar. I have to mention this: good shots to the body, because I like mentioning that. When it comes to Alden Correa, man, I don't know if you've watched this guy. I like what I see with this guy. He has all the trademarks of a good boxer, like anything you consider part of boxing, he does well. Head movement, motion, footwork, and great combos, all of that shit. And you're not going to see as many leg kicks, I guess, because of that, but he's not a pure boxer that's never going to kick at your legs. I think that's enough to beat Alessandro Costa here. Give me Alden Correa.
Okay, so I'm in disagreement with that one. Here, our first disagreement, I am going for Alessandro Costa. Costa, this guy's fighting style is, he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He focuses on grappling and submissions. He's got striking skills, very effective leg kicks and liver punches. Like you were talking about body punches. He does like to attack the liver. He's known for his offensive Jiu-Jitsu, aiming to attack from the ground when opponents put him down. He's a black belt in BJJ. Very good grappling and very good submission abilities. And he's known for his armbar submissions, like you said. And he uses leg kicks and hooks to the liver as significant striking tools. Alden Correa, very green, fought a lot of cans in the lower level promotions. He's not very detailed. He focuses on aggressive striking and takedown attempts. He's shown some potential in recent fights, but he's very green, and like I said, he's fought very low-level opponents at Fury FC. None of them at the level of Alessandro Costa, who fought way better fighters. We're talking guys in the UFC.
Nobody, bro.
Yeah, Alessandro Costa just beat Kevin Borges by knockout in his last fight. Borges was good before his last loss.
Come on.
He also lasted a unanimous decision. He lost to Steve Erceg by unanimous decision, but went all 3 rounds with him. He also beat Jimmy Flick by knockout. Fought
You may rate those wins, bro. I don't think.
Hold on. He fought Amir Albazi. So he's fought some way better opponents than this Alden Correa guy. Give me Alessandro Costa to win this one. I say he wins by submission or decision in this one, because you can see here Correa has lost by submission before and 2 decisions. I'll say submission or decision for Costa.
I just don't have the faith in Costa off a long layoff on that to contend with that boxing, man. I think this guy could be better than some people think, Correa. All right, next.
All right, so we're in disagreement with this one here. Next fight. We got Zachary Reese against Cedricus Dumas. I'm going for Zachary Reese here. Zach Reese, his fighting style, he focuses on finishes, and he's very aggressive. He's got very good submissions and striking, good takedowns as well. And he's not about winning by points. He's about finishing. He's about knockouts or submission. And you can see it here in his wins. He's got 5 knockouts, 2 subs, 2 decisions out of his 9 wins. And he's a good striker. He's well-rounded. He's a good submission BJJ specialist. He's very good at subs. And he's also got good knockout power. Cedricus Dumas, I can't talk about this guy anymore. I've talked about him many times. I am done with this guy. The guy.
I'll talk about him a little bit.
He's a kickboxer, okay? He tries to wrestle and use some jiu-jitsu. He's known for his Dutch kickboxing techniques, and he's got some grappling ability. But when he goes out there and fights, man, he's more scarier looking than he actually is in fighting. He's a thug. He's a gangster type of guy, and he gets himself into all kinds of trouble. I don't know where his head's at. I don't know how serious he is about MMA. And often we've seen this guy fight. He doesn't go all out like he should, and just looks lackluster out there. I think Zach Reese is way better, and I'm going for him to get the win here by knockout or submission.
Yeah, so Zach Reese, he goes out there for the finish, man. I agree. Decent takedowns. When he does get taken down, he tries to not leave himself there. He gets up fast, and he has great kicks to the body. Loving that. I think that's going to actually be a key to this fight. I think those kicks are going to crumple Cedricus. The thing with Zach Reese, not the greatest IQ fight-wise. That's why it's good that he.
Neither the Cedricus Dumas.
That's why it's a good thing he's fighting Cedricus, because he doesn't have a good fight IQ either. I think so. Being the better
remember when he got finished by. Mikhail Oleksiejczuk.
His last fight, he was accepting blows and just lying there.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
I guess he was expecting for the fight to be stood up at some point. I don't know. He accepted that loss. Just a boneheaded move. So you got 2 boneheads in there. So
he also stuck his head in a guillotine and got guillotined by Josh Fremd in that first fight there.
Yes, and I'm gonna pick just the more skilled bonehead. Is what I was gonna say. Cedricus does have a great high kick. I've mentioned this before. I like it. It looks very good, and it's pretty powerful. Don't be surprised if he hits one of those and knocks Zach Reese, because I think Zach Reese is a little chinny, and you may say that, hey, Zach Reese, a nice and tall, long reach. I'm forgetting exactly what his reach is like. I think it's kind of long, but don't let that fool you. Zach Reese is a prime example of a guy who does not know how to use his reach. He doesn't use it well. He's going to get right in there and fight like a guy who has half the range he does. But yeah, I'm taking the better fighter here. Oh, one thing, Cedricus was actually whining that he doesn't get help in the UFC because he has no money. And he mentioned, how come, I forget, the guy that The Rock bought a house for, he brought him up, and like no one's helping him. So he was kind of like crying that he wasn't getting any help from other UFC people, and he doesn't have much money in his bank account. But he's back here for this fight, and he's going to have no ankle monitor, hopefully. But I still think Zachary Reese wins by a knockout or something.
Yeah, you just can't trust Cedricus Dumas anymore, man.
Can't do it.
I'm done with this guy. All right, next we got Luis Gurul against Jesus Santos Aguilar.
Okay, I'll say it right away. You and me, the deal. I don't think we both rate Jesus Aguilar too highly. He's a little wild, he's hittable, good grappling, but we all know what to watch out for with Aguilar, man, no matter what. His gillies, man, his sick gillies, right? He loves that gilly, and that's going to be a play somewhere. It's got to be a play for you. I think we hit on it, his last win, if I'm not mistaken. But in this fight, the pick has to be Gurule. I know like a lot of people had Gurule and were very upset with him in that loss to Odie Osborne because nobody really thinks Odie Osborne is that good. But he is a veteran, and his ranginess is what really threw Gurule off his game. So with T-Rex Arms Aguilar, that are good for nothing except snatching onto those gillies. He's not going to have that same type of problem. I like it that he uses judo sometimes. He has nice judo throws. He'll toss you around. Good pace, good cardio, scrambly, gritty. Give me gritty gurule for the knockout or sub.
All right. So we
Maybe not sub,
here,
knockout. Knockout. I don't think he's
yeah,
going to be looking for a sub.
yeah. Jesus Aguilar. He's primarily a grappler.
It's just that Jesus is finishable. Yeah, I can see him getting subbed, and he's been subbed twice. So, but I don't think Ruli's actually going to be looking for that too much at all. So,
Jesus specializes in takedowns and submissions. That's his game. He particularly the guillotine and also rear naked chokes. His striking game is not good. He has an overhand right to set up takedowns. His most dangerous weapon remains his ability to control opponents on the ground and get those submissions. So a submission prop might be interesting when it comes time to betting, but I'm not picking him to win here. I'm also going for Luis Gurul. I think Luis Gurul is the better fighter. He's the way better striker. He's got good takedowns. He's got a background in wrestling, so it's going to be harder for Santos Aguilar to get him down. And even if he does get him down, Luis Gurul can scramble and use his wrestling skills to get out of bad positions and get on top, reversals, wizards, stuff like that to prevent himself from getting taken down. And he's got good ground and pound and good ground fighting. He's got a lot of mix of power strikes and good clinch work. And he's very powerful and technical. And the only thing, though, is that he has bad takedown defense sometimes. I mean, Nick Piccinini took him down, I think it was 10 times.
and he doesn't really throw like power. Like he throws like power shots a lot, kind of like a weak example of Michael Venom Page, right? A lot of those power shots, and he doesn't have a lot of power.
I still think that he's going to be able to beat Aguilar. I don't think Aguilar is going to be able to do much with his takedowns. I think that he's going to fend off some of them and not get subbed. You can see he's never been subbed. Yeah, I'm going to go with Gurul to land something hard on Jesus Aguilar and maybe knock him out. Give me Luis Gurul to win by knockout or decision in this one.
And it was also the first fight blues last time for Gurul.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but the submission prop, though, for Aguilar is definitely something to think about doing in betting. All right, next fight. We got the ladies going at it here, Tatiana Suarez and Amanda Lemos. I almost got suckered into going for Amanda Lemos here. Then I thought about it. I'm like, wait a second here. Amanda Lemos is good, but Tatiana Suarez is better. Tatiana Suarez, man, we got to remember also that Amanda Lemos is getting up there in age. Tatiana Suarez is going to be the taller fighter, and
I would half agree with
thicker. Tatiana Suarez's fighting style is very, very influenced by her wrestling. Now she's going to be wrestling, getting takedowns. She's got good aggression, relentless pressure, and a vicious ground game. A ground and pound is awesome. She trains in wrestling all the time. She's going to be a dominant force when it comes to getting Amanda Lemos on the ground. She does have some good boxing too. Let's not forget she does have good boxing. Amanda Lemos, very aggressive, technical striking. She's got very good accuracy with her right hand. She's got good combinations, punches very quickly. She's got good calf kicks, good footwork, but she's not good at takedown defense. She gets taken down by good wrestlers like Tatiana Suarez. And I feel like it's going to be one of those fights where Amanda Lemos is going to be on her back, getting taken down all through the 15 minutes of this fight. So give me Tatiana Suarez to win by submission or decision. I think that she's also good at submissions. Tatiana Suarez, very good jiu-jitsu. I think she could latch in a sub there while getting her on the ground. So give me submission or decision for Tatiana Suarez.
I think Alama Lemos is the overall better fighter. I think Tatiana Suarez is just in that aspect of the wrestling, just way better than Amanda Lemos. And I think she knows that. Look, you're looking at someone who got dominated by Weili Zhang in her last fight, got pretty much exposed there. So there is a path for Amanda Lemos to win. It's try your hardest not to get cage pushed, not to get taken down, keep it on the feet, hurt her, and tire her out before Suarez can get that going. But man, Suarez, I think after that loss, knows that she has to go right to those takedowns and be the one on top and put the pressure on Amanda Lemos, the heavy top pressure. Maybe look for a sub, but the way Titania Suarez dominates you is with her strength when she gets you down there, right? And I think she's going to know that. I think she basically can do that to almost every fighter in the division, with the exception of, let's say, Weili Zhang. And I think it's going to end up frustrating Lemos. I think this could be a get her down once and Lemos not being able to get back up for the rest of the round type of thing. So give me Titania Suarez by decision.
Look, Tatiana Suarez has good submissions, and let's not forget Amanda Lemos got submitted by Verna Jandiroba in her last loss by armbar, via armbar, and also got subbed by Jessica Andrade by arm triangle. So I definitely see Tatiana Suarez submitting Amanda Lemos in this one, or winning a decision. All right, so we're in agreement with Tatiana Suarez to get the win here. Let's move on up to the next one. Props to you, Andy O, for picking Amanda Lemos in that last fight that she won against Yasmin Lucindo. I thought Yasmin Lucindo fought like shit in that one, man.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking her here. I'm not taking her now, though. That's for sure.
You got to pick your spots. I'm going to see how much Lemos win by knockout or knockout decision, if anything, just to see, But the picks is Suarez, pretty confident.
All right, so the next fight here, we got Claudio Puelles, Prince of Peru, against Joaquim Silva.
Okay, the Prince of Peru now. Okay. This dude is coming off a layoff, I believe. Can you just look that the real deal quickly? How long of a layoff he's coming off of? I could be wrong on that. But
Claudio Puelles hasn't fought in a year and 6 months. But it's not that far off from Joaquim Silva. Him, it's a year and 4 months. So they both haven't fought in a long time. So.
Yeah, that is true. But bad striking. And very good at submissions. He's good at transitions. He's got that BJJ working for him, and he's usually in good position for it. But I just see Joaquim Silva being obviously better overall striker. I can just see Puelles going for that takedown, right? If he can't get it right away, more likely than not, grabbing a hold of him to drag him down and Joaquim Silva pounding away at him. Like, you know what I mean? While he's trying to get him down there. Because I think he's pretty well-rounded, and I think that's the way it's going to go, man. I just see that happening. He's going to be too much on the feet, and he's going to be too hard for Puelles to get down and do what he wants to do down there. And I think Silva's going to know that and stay away, have that in the back of his mind all the time.
Yeah, man. This one's a tough one, man. So who do you got in this one?
I got Puelles by knockout, or I'm thinking submission even. But I'm going to say a decision. But I really feel knockout.
I'm going to say, like you once said one time, he's a couple bums.
Couple bumps.
Yeah. Claudio Puelles' fighting style, we know what he is. He's a strong grappler. He's got very good submissions. He likes to get the knee bar submissions and get you on the ground. He's got some Muay Thai, but he's more of a grappler. And he's got some luta livre skills, a strong tendency for ground control and attacking with submissions and trying to go for those knee bars and arm bars. Now, Joaquim Silva, he's also a BJJ Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and he's got some Muay Thai striking as well. He's very good at grappling, and he's got some rear naked chokes and some submissions as well. So that's why it's going to be a tough fight. I just think that Claudio Puelles is a better submission artist than Joaquim Silva, and I think Joaquim Silva is going to get tired from all those times.
From punching him in the face? Come on.
Oh, he's going to get tired from getting taken down and having to stop the takedowns, get taken down, and the relentless pressure from Puelles. He likes to go for chain wrestling and gets you down on the ground. So
he tries to cling on you, though he's too weak for that good chain wrestling.
He's got to be careful from getting knocked out because Joaquim Silva has knockout power. But I'm going to still say Claudio Puelles gets the job done here by submission or decision here.
Remember how Dan Hooker, I think this was the fight that made Puelis look like garbage and made him look like a fool because he kept lying down? Come on, man. I see this fight going that way, actually.
So you're going for Joaquim Silva?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going for Puelis.
No, by knockout or decision. Knockout.
Okay, you said Puelis, that's why.
No, I said Silva the whole way, bro.
Okay, so you're going for Silva. We disagree in this one, but I might change my pick. For now, I'm going with Puelis. We'll see come Friday if I change.
Couple of bums, right?
But he is taller. He's going to have that height advantage, 3-inch height advantage.
That's going to do nothing for him. His striking sucks.
And I think he'll be able to get Joaquim down. That's the only thing. All right, next fight, the main event of the prelims. If you haven't already, guys, hit that like button and subscribe. Not much to say in this one. Jose Medina, we know that this guy's a very tough dude. He's got a very granite chin.
I don't even think so anymore.
He did get knocked out in his last fight, though, by Ateba Gauthier, who really, really pounded the shit out of him. But he is a tough guy. He's got striking and grappling techniques. He's strong in the clinch. Dusko Tudorovic is more well-rounded. He's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt as well. He's got Taekwondo background. He's very creative. He's got striking and grappling. He's got strong kicks and very good grappling, including a strong ground game. And he's got submissions like arm bars and triangles as well. I'm going with Dusko Todorovic in this one. I think he's a more well-rounded fighter. Give me Dusko Todorovic to win by knockout or submission. He is a finisher. Out of his 12 wins, you can see 8 knockouts, 3 subs there. Give me the finish for Dusko Todorovic. I think he's going to actually submit Jose Medina.
Look, I used to maybe have a little faith and hope for Jose Medina's legendary iron chin, but I think that was only in the minor leagues because in the UFC he's been getting hammered and he's just not that durable as he should be. You know, if that's the only thing you got going for you, he should be more, period. He's decent enough in the clinch, but that's because his striking is so poor that he has to get in there to do something more, and that's in the clinch, right? That's what I think. So I think he's below average overall. With Dusko, he's more skilled, okay? So I'm going to have to pick Dusko Todorovic. Everything you pretty much said there, except you didn't say that his chin is absolutely finished, okay? Like a gust of wind can knock this guy out now. So don't be surprised if Jose Medina knocks him out. But if he can avoid that, he should win this fight. So the pick is Dusko.
So we disagreed on only 2 fights in the prelims. In this one, like and subscribe. And stay tuned for our main card coming up next.
KMMA, baby.
Peace out, folks. Let's get it.